ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। 17 onwards. श्रद्धया परया तप्तम्
श्रद्धया परया तप्तम्
तपस्तत्त्रिविधं नरैः
तपस्तत्त्रिविधं नरैः
अफलाकाङ्क्षिभिर्युक्तैः
अफलाकाङ्क्षिभिर्युक्तैः
सात्विकं परिचक्षते
सात्विकं परिचक्षते सत्कारमानपूजार्थं
तपोदम्भेन चैव यत्
तपोदम्भेन चैव यत्
क्रियते तदिह प्रोक्तम्
क्रियते ददिह प्रोक्तम्
राजसं चलमध्रुवम्
राजसं चलमध्रुवम्
मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत्
मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत्
पीडया क्रियते तपः
पीडया क्रियते तपः
परस्योत्सादनार्थं वा
परस्योत्साधनार्थं वा
तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्
तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्
दातव्यमिति यद्दानम्
दातव्यमिति यद्दानम्
दीयतेनुपकारिणे
दीयतेनुपकारिणे
देशे काले च पात्रे च
देशे काले च पात्रे च
तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्
तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्
यत्तु प्रत्युपकारार्थम्
यत्तु प्रत्युपकारार्थं
फलमुद्दिश्य वा पुनः
फलमुद्दिश्य वा पुनः
दीयते च परिक्लिष्टम्
दीयते च परिक्लिष्टम्
तद्दानं राजसं स्मृतम्
तद्दानं राजसं स्मृतम्
Adeshakale yaddanam
अदेशकाले यद्दानम्
apatrebhyascha diyate
अपात्रेभ्यश्च दीयते
asatkrtamavajñātam
असत्कृतमवज्ञानम् ज्ञानात्
तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्
तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्
ॐ तत्सदिति निर्देशः
ॐ तत्सदिति निर्देशः
ब्रह्मणस्त्रिविधः स्मृतः
ब्रह्मणस्त्रिविधः स्मृतः
ब्राह्मणास्तेन वेदाश्च
ब्राह्मणास्तेन वेदाश्च
यज्ञाश्च विहिताः पुरा
यज्ञाश्च विहिताः पुरा
तस्मादोमित्युदाहृत्य
तस्मादो मृत्युदाहृत्य
यज्ञदानतपः क्रियाः
यज्ञदानतपः क्रियाः
प्रवर्तन्ते विधानोक्ताः
प्रवर्तन्ते विधानोक्ताः
सततं ब्रह्मवादिनाम्
सततं ब्रह्मवादिनाम्
So by 22 until 22, Sri Krishna had explained the various types of ahara, yajnaha, tapaha, danam. So this yajnaha, tapaha and danam, Krishna takes from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, where Brahmanaha vividishanti yajnena danena tapasa anashakena. So there it is said Brahmanaha means those who are clear that they want to pursue Brahma. Nothing else matters in this universe. And the universe is Brahma. That's why nothing else matters, nothing else exists also. So Brahmanaha vividishanti, they know it clearly, they see it clearly. How? Yajnena danena tapasa. Like that, the mantra is there. Yajnena danena tapasa. And one more word is there. Anashakena. That word I did not explain. We only talk mostly about yajnam, danam, and tapas. But ashanam, anashakena means literal meaning is without consuming anything, without having food. Literal meaning. Because ashanam is food now. Eating, consuming. And if you look at the one before yajna, aharaha, Krishna talked about. Correct? So the ahara also is connected to the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, anashakena. Or you can take anashakena as by not taking this material world, consuming constantly. That there is something I'm going to get by consuming more and more. There's nothing you're going to get. You're going to get labeled. You're going to get labeled as a consumer. That much only you can get. That's what they've said. They've labeled us already as consumers. And so that's all we can get from consumption. And so that all those four comes from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Very interesting it is. Anyway, till 22, the dhanam, three types of dhanam was talked about. We saw that. And then 23 onwards, he's going to talk about this Om Tat Sat, a very popular mantra, especially in ashrams and all. Our Swamijis use it a lot. We may not use it directly that often, but I've heard in every class, I've heard Swamiji say Om Tat Sat towards the end, or Satsang. After the Satsang is over, he will say Om Tat Sat, and then he will walk away from his seat, asana. So those kinds of words I've seen used in various contexts, but we may not necessarily use it that often. But you are welcome to use. So if you finish your puja, you say Smat Bimbat, Smat Bimbat Sri Krishnam Yathasthanam Pratisthapayam. So Pratisthapayami, then Om Tat Sat. Then others, those who are doing Anushtanam may do other Anushtanams like Achamanam, etc. Achamanam, and then this one, Om Tat Sat. Everybody can say that, Om Tat Sat. So that's a nice mantra to say. So here he mentioned that in the previous mantra, that is 23, he mentioned it. Why it is important? Because Brahmanaha Tena Vedaha Yajnaha Cha Vihitaha Pura. So because Brahmanaha, people who know what this Brahman is all about, okay, and who protect the Vedas, and because of which we hear about Panchamaha Yajna, all those three have come about from this mantra. And why? Because Brahmaji chanted this mantra before the creation started. Saha Yajna, Praja Srishtva, etc. We saw. So that is the reason given here. Even though Krishna is not explicit, that story we have to bring in. Because Brahmanaha Trividaha Smritaha. I mean, Krishna does say it. Brahmanaha can also mean Brahmaji. But we said the three names, Om, Tat, and Sat, are the three names of Brahman. But if you look at it differently, Brahmanaha Smritaha, it was remembered by Brahma. It was chanted by Brahmaji. Okay, that story comes. So we saw that last time. So Krishna is going to continue that. Tasmat, we just chanted this shloka. Tasmat Om iti udahritya yajna dana tapah kriyaha pravartante vidhanoktaha satatam brahmavadina. So therefore, these Brahmavadis, Brahma vadanti iti Brahmavadi. People who talk about Brahma are called Brahmavadis. So these Brahmavadis, what they do, kriyaha pravartante. Kriyaha. What kind of kriyaha? All these activities, yajna, dana, tapah kriyaha. These kinds of very important, because for them everything is yajna. So even eating is yajna, just walking, taking a walk also is yajna, talking to somebody also is a yajna. So they all their kriyas come under the category of yajna, dana, tapas. Okay? And we also can have that attitude, right? And so because this friend comes means Atiti Devo Baba. Deva is coming. We don't have to wait for God to specially come to our house. When an Atiti comes, you look upon that person as Devaha. So, therefore, in all activities, Yajna, Dana, Tapah, Kriyaha, these people, these Brahmavadis, Kriyaha Pravartante, they engage in these activities, okay, which are Yajna, Dana, and Tapas, okay, and these activities are all Vidhanoktaha. Hey, these are all mandated in the Vedas. They are not arbitrary. This whole attitude, Panchamahayajna and all, is not arbitrarily somebody decided that this is good for you. We can understand that it is good for us, but we did not come up with all this. They are all vidhana, mandated by the Vedaha. Uktaha, told as mandates, within brackets, in the Vedas. In the Vedas, they are told. Otherwise, there's no chance. Okay? They do this uh, by what? Om iti udahritya. Om iti. Om. They use that syllable, sound syllable, Om. Sound symbol Om. Not syllable. It's actually, yeah, it's still one syllable. But sound symbol Om. Pranama mantra, it's called. So they do it by starting with the Om. Starting with Om. So Om and then a mantra. And then they do the Kriya. Om. And then, so Om by chanting the Ishtadevata's name, Om. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalyai Namaha. Then start. Om Devyai Namaha. Om Gurave Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Like that Om. So Om iti udahritya. Why starting? By physically saying it, vocally saying it. They start, they do all these kriyas. Pravartante. Then what? Satatam. Always they do, not occasional. Always. Satatam, sarvada. Like that Krishna is saying here. So all the kriyas, Panchamaha Yajnam, and then Danam, Tapas, Aharaha, also bring in Ahara also. Krishna doesn't say it, but he mentioned Ahara before, which is important. Why should he talk about food of all things, right? So food is important. Therefore, food also is consumed with the chanting of mantras starting with Omkara, Pranava mantra, Omkara. Okay, so let's translate the shloka. Therefore, Tasmat means therefore, for those who know the Vedas, comma, the activities such as yajna, dana, and tapas. Activities such as yajna, danam, and tapas. Mentioned by injunctions. Injunctions means mandates. You must do this. That kind of statement is called injunction. Within brackets of the Veda. Mentioned by injunctions of the Veda. Always commence after uttering Om. Always commence after uttering Om. Therefore, for those who know the Vedas, the activities such as yajna, dana, and tapas mentioned by injunctions of the Veda always commence after uttering Om. तदित्यनभिसन्धाय
तदित्यनभिसन्धाय
फलं यज्ञतपः क्रियाः
फलं यज्ञतपक्रियाः
दानक्रियाश्च विविधाः
दानक्रियाश्च विविधाः
क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः
क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः
तदित्यनभिसन्धाय
तदित्यनभिसन्धाय
फलं यज्ञतपः क्रियाः
फलं यज्ञः तपक्रियाः
दानक्रियाश्च विविधाः
दानक्रियाश्च विविधाः
क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः.
क्रियन्ते मोक्षकाङ्क्षिभिः.
So previously he said Om iti udahritya. Now he is saying Tad iti. Previously Om, now Tad. So he is separately praising each of those words, separately praising. So he's saying, Kriyante is the verb there. Look at that. Kriyante. Kriyante means done. Activities are done. Kriyante. And what kind of activities are done? Vividaha kriyante. Vividaha. Many types of activities are done. And what kind of activities? Yajna tapah kriyaha and dana kriyaha cha kriyante. Once again, the same yajna, dana, tapaha, kriyaha. Because pretty much Krishna says all whatever we do must fall in one of these three categories. Okay. So yajna, dana, tapah, kriyaha, kriyante. It's these activities are done. By whom it's done? Moksha kangshibihi. Moksha kangshibihi, I think you understand that. Those who have the desire for moksha, those who are uttamadhikaris, who are all adhikaris, who are very clear about Satyam and Mithya, they are very clear that there is something called Aparavidya and there is something called Paravidya. I've been going round and round in this Aparavidya. Aparavidya can give me a comfortable life, but it won't give me moksha. Can give me, will give me also, we can't say. Because this comfort and happiness, comfort we can get. But there's in fact there's a greater guarantee of comfort than happiness, correct? So I've been confusing comfort with happiness. And so, what is this happiness? Nobody is asked. The minute you ask, what is this happiness? Then it will push me. I will gravitate towards Paravidya. Those people who have gravitated towards Paravidya are called Moksha Kangshibihi. Okay? They are, well, in English, roughly we can say spiritual seekers. All
Are
right.
they also mumukshus? They are mumukshus.
So they are mumukshus because mumuksha means moktum ichha. That is the meaning. So they seek moksha. They seek moksha. So moksha kangshibihi, mumukshubihi. Correct. Mumukshubihi in Sanskrit. That's how it is. By mumukshus, by the seekers of moksha, these activities are done. Okay. Yajna dana tapakriyaha. And further, with what attitude do they do this? Because as you know very well, attitude is what defines the type of dhanam, type of tapas, and type of yajna. Type of yajna. You have invited guests to your home after dinner and all. You're sitting and something you're doing, chatting or talking. Then somebody says, "Auntie, I want to chant Dakshinamurti Stotra." A small baby, small boy or girl chanting. What will you do? Yeah, of course you should chant. You feel little ashamed that, we've been talking about vacations and Hawaii and all that. This boy wants to chant Dakshinamurti. You feel, yeah, yeah, please do. Please do. And so, the, like I said, and so she is chanting Dakshinamurti Stotra. So then what? Look, the Shraddha is 100%. And chanting, all the words are all going, the pronunciation is not pakka, but chanting. Then that is total. There is 100% Shraddha is there. Satvika. It is whatever is done is Satvika. Whichever category you put, Yajna, if you say, it is a Yajna. Somewhere the samskara has come. And so, and what benefit this child wants? Tell me. Please tell me. Anabhisandaya phalam, Krishna says. Anabhisandaya. Phalam anabhisandaya. These people want moksha. This child doesn't even know what moksha is. Even that the child doesn't want. She just wants to say. That's it. And so, if moksha kankshi, so phalam anabhisandaya, because primary goal being moksha, there can't be any other need can. Some things are required for survival. Requirements are there. Some wants may be there. I want this, I want that. That some wants will be there. But There is nothing. Materials will not hold sway and will not take me for a ride. And so only for survival material is needed. And so that moksha pursuit is disconnected from artha pursuit. There is no connection between this and that is clear. That's crystal clear. That is why they slowly shift their time from artha towards moksha. They keep on slowly, they gravitate towards it. So they know that whatever artha I want now, it cannot come at the expense of moksha. They are very clear about that. And so, because grihasthas, we're all grihasthas. So grihastha means grihe tishtati iti. And so we are responsible. We have certain responsibilities. Only a sannyasi can say, sannyasi's mother also has to come and do namaskar to the sannyasi. And cannot stay with, can I stay with you and all? She can't ask. Neither can this, will the son say, I will also come and stay with you. No, can't say that. Because that's the beauty. It's the beauty of the culture. Growing out, growing out, going out of a relationship. And so, but Grihasthas can't do all that. We have responsibilities. We have to discharge the responsibilities unless one grows out and unless the situation is such that am now not responsible for anybody else other than me, if one can say, then one can take to sannyasa. That's how the tradition works. And so, moksha kankshibhihi vividaha kriyaha phalam anabhisandaya kriyante. How? Tad iti. By saying tad. Or om tat sat tad. That means what? Hey, even if there is some shortage of shraddha, even if it is not a sattvika karma, this tad will make it a sattvika. That is the meaning. That's the meaning. That shraddha is there. So at least say these things. It will help you. When they say, my grandmother used to say Gayatri. Wherever you are, it will help. Like that, long ago she had told me. And so wherever you are, it will help you means, how will Gayatri help me? She said that and she went off. And so now we know why the value of all those utterances by our elders, just those things. And so, here Krishna is saying, Tad iti, say Tad. At least Tad you say, he's saying. And Tad iti, the sentence is incomplete. You have to bring udahritya from the previous shloka. Tasmad om iti udahritya, uttering om. That word uttering is missing in the shloka. So, it's anuvritti. It has to come down. Tad iti udahritya phalam anabhisandaya, etc. The sentence goes. Okay? Taditi or om tatsaditi. That is so important, is what he's saying, because tat also refers to Brahma. Tattvam asi. That tat also is there, we should bring here. That Ishvara is tvam jiva. So let's translate this. Saying tat or uttering tat. You can put uttering in brackets. Saying tat. Various activities Swamiji says, such as in brackets, various activities such as yajna, danam, and tapas, or yajnam, tapas, and danam. Yajnam, tapas, and danam, because that's the order in which it comes in this shloka. Yajna, tapas, and danam are performed by those who seek moksha without expecting a result. within brackets, other than antahkarana shuddhi. So repeating that, saying tat, various activities such as yajnam, tapas, and dhanam are performed by those who seek moksha without expecting a result other than antahkarana shuddhi. Next shloka. सद्भावे साधुभावे च
सद्भावे साधुभावे च
तदित्येतत् प्रयुज्यते
सदित्येतः प्रयुज्यते
प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा
प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा
सच्छब्दः पार्थयुज्यते
सच्छब्दः पार्थयुज्यते
सद्भावे साधुभावे च
सद्भावे साधुभावे च
तदित्येतत् प्रयुज्यते
सदित्येतः प्रयुज्यते
प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा
प्रशस्ते कर्मणि तथा
तच्छब्दः पार्थयुज्यते
तत्शब्दः पार्थयुज्यते
Now, Sat Shabdaha. So, Om is over, Tat is over. He is talking about Sat. And he is going to give. See, earlier he did not give the meanings of these words. Now he's giving. So, for Sat, he decides to give five meanings. Five meanings are there. This shloka and yeah, next shloka also is going to give. Continue to give the meaning of the word Sat. And so he's saying, Hey Partha, listen, Hey Partha. So, Hey Partha, when a name is called, that means what? Listen. Listen means not that you're not listening, but just it's a call to, our mind drifts off. It's natural. And so I'm telling you something important. So continue to listen. Not listen. Maybe listen is not a good thing. Continue to listen is a better way. You see how much there is in all these things. Hey Partha. And it's like otherwise listen carefully. So far you've been not been listening carefully, and therefore now onwards listen carefully. So okay. Okay. Sadbhave. In the sense of sat. Sadbhave means what? In the sense of existence. The word sat is used in the sense of existence, which we saw earlier. Sat. So existence, and so nityam. So eternal. That meaning comes in this word sat. And Shankara gives another meaning also. He says, Asataha sadbhave, just like from non-existence, existence comes. Okay. Asataha, like what? Because there is really no such thing as non-existence, right? See, pot was made by the pot maker. You say pot, pot, he has created a pot, you say. Did pot come out of non-existence? Well, pot cannot come out of non-existent pot. Pot was very much existent, but unmanifest. Like the tree was unmanifest in the sea, unmanifest. From non-existence, nothing can come. Yeah. But Shankara says, no, from non-existence, something he is giving, he literally is saying asataha, from non-existence, something has come. Yatha avidyamanasya putrasya janmani. Like the non-existent son was born, or child was born. like the non-existent sun was, child was born. Okay. Okay. So, okay, this what I just said about pot and all is Vedanta. But here, don't bring Vedanta. It's just I did not have a child before. Now I have a child. So that the birth of a child is there. There also the word Sat is used. Sat exists. So all these sacred things that things happen. You buy a house, you buy a car, things happen. Why things happen? Because it is Sat. According to Shankaracharya, Sat, it's sacred, and therefore that is also to be sanctified by the word Sat. The word Sat sanctifies such events, also such births, such things that come into being, also, he says. All right, then what? Sadhu bhave. Sadhu bhave. This also, I think you will understand. So, in that sense, in that character, bhava here is character of sadhutvam. Sadhutvam. Sadhutvam means that character and that vision. So sadhu, when you say use the word sadhu, we are referring to sannyasis. Often they are referred to sannyasi. Sadhu need not be a sannyasi, but sannyasi like person who is a Mahatma is called a sadhu. So that, but in the south, when you say sadhu, unfortunately, that word has lost its meaning. Sadhu, in Tamil Nadu, especially when you say sadhu, it means innocent. The person is innocent. Yes. It doesn't refer to in the north, Sant. It refers to Sant, Santaha. They, uh, Sant, Sant Ramadas and all they say. So that's Sant. That's Sadhu. It refers to here. So good conduct, Sadhu Bhava. So dharmic person, totally dharmic person. And so that Sat can be used in that sense of Sadhu Bhava. In that sense. Cha Saditi etat prayujyate. Okay. In these two meanings also, the word Sat is used, is applied, is invoked, prayujyate, a passive, right, is used. Tatha Sat Shabdaha Yujyate. Tata is going to say, in addition, furthermore, these are not just the two meanings. Furthermore, that Sat Shabdaha, it's a there is a sandhi there. So Sat and Shabdaha will become Sat Shabdaha. It's a sandhi rule, consonant sandhi. Okay, hal sandhi. So, he partha prashaste karmani api yujyate. In the sense of karmani, in the sense of actions or things that we do, which are prashasta. Prashasta. Prahasta. Prashasta means that which are noteworthy, sacred. That particular action itself is sacred. Okay. And Sat is used to sanctify that sacred a milestone, like all the samskaras. Shankaracharya says, he says, Vivahadau. Vivaha. He says, Vivaha is sacred, no doubt. Two people coming together, two families coming together, two family trees coming together. Okay, it's a huge thing it is. And so it is itself sacred, Vivahadau. It itself is a prashastam karma. What is Vivaha is a prashastam karma. So all the samskaras that are there from from this jata karma onwards. Jata karma is when the child is born, and then namakaranam, etc. All these samskaras are there in Vedic culture. Even the people who are not Brahmanas and Kshatriyas and Vaishyas do these karmas. They have these karmas. They have their traditions. They follow those traditions. Okay, and so the priests that go and officiate, there are different types of priests. Means in the sense they are also priests, they are Kshatriyas maybe. Okay. And so or they may even be Shudras, quote unquote Shudras. But they're all there. They're doing all these karmas. And so Vivahado Prashaste Karmani. So in all these samskaras, for example, and you can bring in Graha Pravesha also. You're bringing all these things, all the things that are very big. You want to start a business, then that becomes a prashasta karma. And then sanctifying that already sacred milestone in our life, very big milestone. So this he's saying sad yujyate. He said saditi etat prayujyate. Then he's again saying prashaste karmani tata sat shabdaha yujyate. The sat word is invoked in these instances also. Like that he said. All right. And Swami Paramarthanandaji says, in the sense of all noble actions also, he says, a noble action is also sanctified by the word sat. All right, let's translate this. The word sat is used. The word sat is used with reference to bringing something into existence and with reference to a righteous life. A semicolon. So too, Partha. So too, Partha. The word sat is used. The word sat is used for a sanctifying karma. Or a sanctifying karma. So here we have to pay attention, right? The word sat is used to sanctify a karma. Don't translate it like that. That's not what is being said. The word sat is used to sanctify a sanctifying karma. Okay, be careful. So, word used for a sanctifying karma. Karma is already sanctified. So, sat is used to sanctify that sanctifying karma or indicate that sanctifying karma. All right, let's read this. The word sat is used with reference to bringing something into existence and with reference to a righteous life, semicolon. So too, Partha, the word sat is used for a sanctifying karma.
Like Christians use some sprinkle holy water to sanctify something like that.
Okay. Okay. Anirudh, go ahead. What is the question?
We said 5 meanings. I have 3 in the sense of existence, sadhu bhava and prashasta. So 2. I'm missing 2.
Tomorrow. I'm also missing 2. So it's coming in the next sloka.
Okay. Okay. No, I thought the noble deeds that you mentioned and Shankara's were the 5 that we were supposed to, but you're right. We'll wait for the next one.
Next one. Yeah. Who is next? Yeah, Swapna is there, right? Yajne tapasi dane cha
यज्ञे तपसि दाने च
sthiti saditi chochyate
स्थितिः सदिति चोच्यते
karma chaiva tadarthiyam
कर्म चैव तदर्थीयम्
sadityeva bhidhiyate.
तदित्येवाभिधीयते
Yajne tapasi dane cha
यज्ञे तपसि दाने च
sthiti saditi chochyate
स्थितिः सदिति चोच्यते
karma chaiva tadarthiyam
कर्म चैव तदर्थीयम्
Tadityevabhidhiyate.
सदित्येवाभिधीयते.
Yeah. So sad iti uchyate. Sad iti eva abhidhiyate. He's using the word sad 2 times. First, he's saying, Yajne tapasi dane cha sthiti. Sthiti. It is used in the sense of sthiti. Sthiti means what? Staying put. Commitment. Sthiti. I am committed to yajna. I am committed to tapas. I am committed to dana. And committed to all noble actions. Okay. And therefore, that commitment is also, whenever there is a commitment like that, then also the word sat should be used. Means we should remember sat. Whenever something happens, Om Tat Sat. We say Om Tat Sat generally. We rarely say Sat or Sat or Om separately. Om, I told you the other day, the sannyasis say Om by itself. And so here he is saying, so that commitment is referred to as Sthitihi. And Sthitihi Sad iti uchyate. The commitment is also called as Sat. Literally is saying that. Commitment to yajnam, tapas, and dhanam. All right. Karma chaiva tadarthiyam sad iti eva abhidhiyate. Okay, there sad iti eva abhidhiyate. Okay. 4 words are there. And there is also another meaning that is also said here. Abhidhiyate, another meaning to sat. Another context. What is that context? Karma cha eva tadarthiyam. Any action which is meant for promoting yajnam, dhanam, and tapas, any action that is required in order for me to do the yajnam, tapas, and dhanam, any preparatory steps, any auxiliary actions, any action that is not directly a yajnam, but it's going to support me in my yajnam, in my tapas, okay, which you can come up with many things. And that kind of a satellite activity which may appear mundane or mundane, okay, then that also the sat word applies to that. It's saying that's the 5th meaning. So another meaning is also there. Shankaracharya says, whenever it is done with the attitude of doing it as with a Ishwararpana buddhi, he says that Ishwararpana buddhi. So Ishwararpana buddhi, prasada buddhi. Look at that. The minute the karma yogi can say, all my actions are satkarmani, correct? Why? According to this, because I have that buddhi. Whatever I do, it doesn't matter, it's a simple act. Or I'm watering the plants, okay? Or I'm taking a walk also, it's called karma yoga buddhi is there. Why? Because antakaranam is my goal. And Ishwararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi are there. So here Shankara specifically says Ishwararpana buddhi. For the purpose of Ishvara, he says. Ishwarartham. Okay. So that to meaning that which promotes yajna dana tapas is one meaning, that which is done for the sake of Ishvara or for the sake of this Ishvaraya, Paramatmane. Okay. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. We say this commonly. Krishna Arpanamastu. Hey, let this be offered to. Let this be my offering to Sri Krishna. Arpanamastu. Janardanaya Bhavatu. And so any acts, so all acts of seva which are done, they're done to help some organization, help a temple. I'm going to go sweep the floor today at the temple. We've all assigned responsibilities. Today I'm going to sweep the floor. Even if somebody did not tell me to sweep, I might sweep also. No, it's not your turn today. Okay, that's not a problem. Right? Whoever wants to do it can. That is called that. So that is the context here. So in this context, the word sat is. Swamiji says, Somebody came and said, "Oh, your son had a tennis match today or yesterday. What happened?" Om Tat Sat means, see, if he had won, he would have said, "Oh, he got second prize." He would say, but if he Om Tat Sat. So anyway, 5 meanings of Sat. What are the 5 meanings of Sat? Sadbhavaha, Sadhubhavaha, Prashasta Karmani, so sacred karma, and Sthitihi, commitment, and then any actions that will help me in my yajna dana tapas. So any auxiliary actions also will be the fifth meaning of Sat, or it will be those types of contexts. The word Sat will be used, can be used, is called. All right, let's see the meaning here. A commitment with reference to yajna, tapas, and dhanam. A commitment with reference to yajna, tapas, and dhanam is called Sat, and a karma for their sake, tadarthiyam, that word is for their sake, within brackets, or for the sake of Ishvara. Is also called Sat. Okay, a commitment with reference to yajna, tapas, and dhanam is called Sat, comma, and a karma for their sake or for the sake of Ishvara is also called Sat. Full stop. We will conclude. ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
धन्यवाद।